Hey everyone, this is me Abhinav, and today we'll be solving a very interesting question. So the question is basically letter combinations of a phone number. So in this question, guys, we will be considering the keypad phones that we were using, some years back. So basically, this is the sample picture of that keypad of the phone. So as you all can remember that each of the button were having some some letters in it. So basically, it is mapped to ABC, three is mapped to DEF, and so on and so forth, right? So basically, I hope the picture is pretty much clear. You can remember all these things. So the question is that we are having a number, okay? We are having a string uh, which consists of some digits, right? For example, 23, it consists of 2 and 3, and it may be a very large string as well, right, consisting of some digits. So all these digits are basically representing the buttons. For example, 23, it is basically representing 2 and 3, button number 2 and button number 3, right? And what we are expecting to do right here is, for example, we have two buttons, right? 2 and 3. We are asked that, we just need to print all those possible letter combinations by pressing those numbers, okay? For example, 23, if I would press two ones and three ones, it will give me a D, right? If I would press two ones and three twice, it will give me the result or result AE, right? If I would press two ones and three thrice, it will give me AF, and so on and so forth. So basically, it will give me these many results: AD, AEF, and so on and so forth, right? So basically, guys, I hope the question is pretty much clear that what we have to do right here. So let's now understand that the how to solve it basically. So for example, I have written all this mapping value. For example, 0, because 0 and 1 does not have any mapping, right? Because from 2 to 9, we have all the mappings. For example, 2 is mapped to ABC and so on and so forth, and 9 is basically mapped to WXYZ. But 1 and 0 has nothing, no possible, no valid string, right? So this is why I have written this as empty string, right? Perfect. So for example, I was having 23, and I need to find out all the possible letter combinations out of it. So basically, guys, for example, I am right here. I'm, first of all, I am pointing to 2. And when I'm pointing to 2, I'll look at the map that, okay, what 2 is mapped with. So 2 is mapped with ABC, right? So this is A, this is B, and this is C, right? And what was the number that I was looking for? That was 23. And initially I was pointing to 2. Now this time I'll point to 3, right? And when I'm pointing to 3, that means I will again look at the map, and this time I will look for 3, right? Because I'm pointing to 3 right now. So when I'm looking for 3, so it has DEF. So basically we now have DE and F. Okay, so these are the possible characters that I may get next, right, when I'm pointing to 3. So right, so what was the number that I was looking for? That was 23, and initial in the previous state I was basically right here at 3. So this time I'll move forward, and I am right here at an invalid index, okay, because this particular index is not even existing, because I just have exceeded the the input string, right? So this is why I will stop, and I will declare that I have found one of the possible letter combination, which is AD, right? Similarly, I'll go back, and I'll come here, and I'll similarly I will move my pointer ahead, which was initially pointing to 3. When I will move ahead, I will basically point to invalid index. Similarly, I will stop here, and I will declare that one of the letter combination, that is A. Similarly, AF, right? Similarly, as this the work for this state is done, so what I'll do is I will simply go on and remove this and now I'm right here at B, right? And the number I was looking for is 23. And as you know, initially or in the previous state, I was basically pointing to 2. This time I'll point to 3. Okay, getting? Okay. So 3 is basically pointing to or having D, E, F, right? So after coming here, basically I will be pointing to invalid index, as I have already explained to you in the previous this particular left subtree below A. So same will be happening for this state as well. So the answer for this will be BD, then BE, then BEF, then similarly CT, CE, and CF, right? So I hope the entire question and the solution, the approach is pretty much clear. If you have any such doubt, guys, you can simply go on and ask in the comment section below. So I'll be happy to answer all of your doubts, guys. So this is the map that I was talking about, where 0 is mapped with nothing, 1 is mapped with nothing, and from 2 to 9 there is some letter which is mapped with each and every indices. Okay, so I think it is pretty much clear that which I have already explained to you in the beginning. So let us solve this particular solution. So before solving it, let's first analyze. Let us first think about the base condition. So as in the input parameter, we just have the digit. We just have the digit string, which can be even empty, right? So when it is empty, so can we make any possible combination string? Can we make any such possible combination of letter? No, we cannot, right? Because it is empty. So in this case, we can simply go on and return empty array, right? Otherwise, let us say the answer that I will be finding out for, that is answer, right? Which is a array of string, and let's say I will write a recursive function which is get combination, where I will try to find out each and every possible letter combination by recursively finding out each and every possibility, where let me pass some parameters to it, let us set the digits, and let us say first of all I will be pointing to the first character of the or the first digit of the string, that is 2, and similarly in each of the next state I will be moving my I to forward or I to right and so on, and let us pass the answer as well, and finally let us pass the temporary string. Okay, and the temporary string will be holding each and every character that I will be finding, I'll be encountering in each step. So after finding all this, after doing all this thing, my answer is ready. So in this case I'll simply go on and return the answer. Okay, I hope it is pretty much clear. So guys, if you have any doubt till this point, you can simply ask me in the comment section. I will surely get in touch with you with the answer. So let me quickly write down the solution. Okay, the first thing is the string of which is nothing but the digits. Okay, and this is I, which is the iterator for this particular string, and the answer array, and lastly the temporary string. Okay, cool. So right now what I have to do is I will be going to write down a recursive function. So we need to first of all handle the base condition, as this is very important, guys. So tell me, what is the base case? So the base case is that in each step my I is moving forward, right? So it is very clear that it may reach to the end of the string. Okay, it may exceed the end of the string. So when I see that I is basically exiting the end of the string, right, then in that at that step I have to stop and I have to declare that I have found one of the possible letter combination, right? So at that moment I have to push my answer, or I have pushed the temporary string that I have found so far in my answer array. And else, if this is not the case, then I have to first of all find out the digit. Okay, what is the digit? For example, in this particular string, I is initially pointing to 2, right? But 2 is a character. Okay, it is not an integer. So, but I will how will I actually find out the integer out of it, right? So what I will do is, digit of I is basically the character. If I will subtract it with 0, okay, which is basically which is having the ASCII value of 48, it will give you the original integer that I am actually expecting. Now what I have to do secondly, I have to find out the letter, okay, which is basically mapped with this particular digit. So the letter is basically nothing but map of that digit to D, right? And after this, what I have to do is that I have to iterate over each and every character of this particular letter, first of all. And for each and every character, I have to again try to propagate other possibility from there. Okay. So what I'm actually trying to explain is that I have to first of all iterate over all the character of this particular current letter. For example, the letter is nothing but, let us say, TUV, right? And for T, I have to again try to propagate the next, the next possible letter for the digit, okay? Because for each and every step, the I is basically moving forward with the next possible digit of. So right here, what I have to do is I have to find out the combination digit, and I will be moving forward in the answer. And the temporary string, this is very important. Okay, just focus at this particular point. See, when I am trying to finding out the next possibility, actually before moving to next, I have to store the current character that I have encountered so far, right? So the current character is nothing but letter of J. Okay, what is the letter? Letter is basically the mapped value for the current digit. Okay, and I am actually finding out the current strings, current character, right? So this is why I just have stored the current character in my answer array, and I will try to propagate and try to figure out for the next possibility. So in this way, I just have formed all the possible, I just have found all the possible letter combination for the input string, and I just have filled my answer. So I hope it is pretty much clear, guys. This is the entire solution, remember. So let's test it out whether it is actually working or not. And it worked. Let's submit it. Yeah, it's worked. So basically, guys, this is the solution. I hope it is pretty much clear to you. So if you have enjoyed watching this video, then please make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell button below, hit the like button as well if you actually like this particular video. And thank you, guys. Thank you.